Well, as the Bengaluru police widens its investigation into the stampede that claimed 11 lives, now complaint that has now been filed against one of the stalwarts of the RCB, which is cricketer Virat Kohli himself. A social activist, H.M. Venkatesh, has filed a complaint at the Cubbon Park police station against the cricketer and has now blamed the blame on Virat Kohli for the stampede. The complainant has alleged that it was the cricketer who prompted the public into gathering in large numbers and demanded that the cricketer and the senior members of the RCB franchise be also named as accused. Now, the complainant further says that it was the cricketer who pressurized the Karnataka State Cricket Association as well as the RCB to host the event immediately, and he wanted to have the event hosted next day itself for his own self-interest. Now, the complainant further says that he soon rushed out of India instead of meeting with the families of the victims and has hence demanded that Virat Kohli be named as an accused in the FIR. Now, these developments are coming to light with multiple arrests that have been already made by the police and action that has already been also taken against certain top police officials within Bangalore itself. Now, such kind of action that is now initiated raises the questions of when it comes to the permission being granted in specific locations, the presence of the top leaders and netas with their kin. All of this that has now been questioned, whether it comes to the action that has now been initiated, is in an attempt to give themselves a clean chit or to make someone else as a scapegoat. Now, Virat Kohli is something that has also been named. This is something that the opposition has been talking about as far as the Allu Arjun template here is concerned. Will it be applicable when it comes to Bengaluru Stampede as well? But Virat Kohli now being named as far as when it comes to a complaint that has now been taken up, not just him, but when it comes to the topmost leadership of the RCB franchise is also now being said to be named as accused in the FIR. But after severe outrage over the horrific Bengaluru Stampede that claimed the lives of 11 people, question still remains if the Congress party is finding scapegoats to run away from its responsibility of the tragedy. Now, in the aftermath of the tragedy, there has been multiple arrests, heads have rolled, and yet the ruling government completely remains unaffected. The BJP's charge is that honest officials are now being shunted out to shield the chief minister, his deputy and the state home minister, who are the ones they believe are responsible for the tragedy. Meanwhile, the chief minister's political secretary has been sacked, the ADGP intel has been transferred, the Bengaluru commissioner has been shunted, along with 4 other top policemen. But are the political leaders not accountable? What were they doing being present there as far as the victory event was being held? Till now, 4 arrests that has been made in the case so far, which includes marketing head of the RCB, vice president, the business affairs of DNA Entertainment Networks, senior event manager of DNA Entertainment Networks, and an employee of the Ticket Genie Solutions Private Limited, who have been arrested. The FIR in the case, however, names RCB, the event management firm, which is DNA Entertainment Network, and the Karnataka State Cricket Body as far as when it comes to the FIR, because the event, according to the police, went on despite the permission not being granted. It says that the organizers failed to manage the crowd. Now, meanwhile, there are several unanswered questions. One by one, let's take you through them as far as what exactly happened hours after the tragedy and some token arrests that were made by the police. First question, and that's the biggest one of them, which begs the answer of what exactly was the tearing hurry for the RCB victory parade to be held within less than 24 hours after winning their maiden title. Who wanted the parade despite a clear warning from the police and permission not being granted? Now, what is being said, if the police did not give any permission, then why did the RCB announce that there would be a victory parade in the afternoon? Also, if permission was denied, what was the deputy CM doing at the event with top leaders and ministers also being present? Because hours after the tragedy, DK Shivkumar had given a clean chit to his own police, saying that they did their best. But hours later, under pressure, top policeman was suspended. Then what changed? Now, as far as the arrests that are concerned, the RCB marketing head, organizing VP who have been arrested, question arises, are they being blamed for a responsibility that should have been collectively taken by the state government? Are they being made scapegoats? Even when it comes to the Chief Minister, the Deputy CM and the Home Minister, are they absolving themselves of any responsibility? Meanwhile, as far as when we speak of the cricket body, which is the KSCA, that has filed a petition in the High Court. In this petition, the KSCA says that they are being framed as an accused, which according to the cricket body is a serious failure of justice at the hands of the police and the government, giving that their own stand on that fateful incident was an unforeseen accident and an unintended act. The KSCA says that celebrating the victory was the call of the government as it felicitated the players at the Vidhan Sabha in the presence of the Chief Minister, Deputy CM and several cabinet ministers, with all of the secretariat and police higher-ups also being present for the event. Now, in the meantime, as far as the permission-seeking letter is concerned by the cricket body written to the government of Karnataka, this is something what Times Now has accessed, and what is important to note here, especially when it comes to the location for where the permission was sought. Permission was sought for the felicitation event to be held at the Vidhan Sabha steps. Action on the letter that had been forwarded to the approval of the DCP, and it was the next day, that is on the 4th of June, when the approval came in as far as when it comes to holding the felicitation ceremony at the Vidhan Sabha steps. No permission was given for the gathering of the fans when we speak of the Chinnaswamy Stadium, where the tragedy actually took place. Now, the pressure is on the unprepared police. What is being said that the police did not initially grant permission, saying that it is on short notice and they are not prepared to hold such large gatherings. They told the RCB management to postpone the bash for some time till the time they are prepared. However, what is being said through sources that it was the RCB that pressurized political leadership, and meanwhile the State Home Minister, what is being said, also agreed with the police assessment, but apparently it was overruled. The police could have planned better, but according to them they had no time, and they said that the RCB management is to be blamed for the fiasco, saying that the RCB celebrations were premature, but it was the RCB which put out a post on social media, and the police say that it was without their knowledge, saying that they did not even have time to conduct mock drills, and that is what we are learning through top police sources. Let's get in a word from Neha, who is connected with us on the phone line. Neha, the developments that have been taking place, that begs the answer when we speak of exactly who is responsible, who is actually accountable. Yes, arrests have been made, yes, FIRs have been filed, but the accountability, is it still being attached to the people who have indirect role to play when it comes to this tragedy?
Well, Amita, of course, if we are to look at the arrests, the Cubbon Park Police Station have so far registered 3 FIRs and made 4 arrests. Now, who are the 4 people who've been arrested? We've seen, officials of the RCB franchise, DNA networks, as well as KSCA is currently also on the radar police right now. But the biggest question, of course, comes here of accountability. At the end of the day, all of this has happened in the state, and the government, of course, should be held responsible. Now, of course, as far as these FIRs are concerned, most of them, of course, are to do with how there wasn't proper permission, how things went out of hand. But the biggest question, like you rightly pointed out earlier also, was, why is it that the government is being allowed to go scot-free? As far as police officers are concerned, they were transferred despite them having very clearly said that, this shouldn't have happened. They very clearly said that they were underprepared, that they needed more time. This was no way to have had this done. But very unfortunate, even as this has happened now and 3 FIRs have been registered, we'll really have to wait and see how many more arrests come through.
All right, Neha, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. As far as these questions are still that persist, the BJP sitting in the opposition in Karnataka is continuously questioning the Siddaramaiah Sarkara, holding them solely responsible for the tragedy.
ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ವತಃ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ, 5 ಜನ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಅಮಾನತು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಮಾನತು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಸ್ವತಃ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಫೋಲಿಯೋ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೇಪ್ಗೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹರಕೆ ಕುರಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇವರು ಅದನ್ನ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Did the police give the clearance for the program in Vidhan Sauda? Who gave the clearance? Who was the one who was there with the team, receiving them at airport, kissing the trophy, holding the flag, trying to take the credit through photo op? And who took the decision to continue the celebration even when deaths were occurring? So this is yet another attempt to save their own skin and to find scapegoat. One should now ask the question from Rahul Gandhi that Rahul Gandhi, why don't you set the same standards of accountability on A1 and A2, Mr. Siddaramaiah and Shivkumarji, that you set on all others? They are trying to protect their skin and their responsibility by laying the blame at somebody else's doorstep.
Meanwhile, BJP is seeking accountability. Here is how the Deputy Chief Minister is now responding, saying that how in the first place is he responsible for the tragedy?
See, none but ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅವರು in what way I am responsible? ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ KSC ಅವರು ಬರೆದ್ರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇತ್ತು ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಅವರು ಇವರು KSC ಅವರು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಏನೋ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೋದು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು.
Well, Arunil is connected with us right now. Arunil, what explains as far as when the Deputy CM says that how am I responsible, then what was the Deputy CM and top leaders of the Karnataka government doing at a location where the tragedy happened, despite through sources what we are learning that permission was not granted for the victory event to be held in that particular location?
Well, good morning to you, Amita. Basically, a stunning allegation is also coming in from the BJP. What the BJP is saying is that A. Shankar, the honorary secretary of Karnataka State Cricket Association, obviously responsible for holding the event, is an auditor of D.K. Shivkumar, the Deputy CM of Karnataka. That is why there is an attempt to shield him as well. What the BJP is saying is, till now 4 people have been arrested. Those people are particularly from the RCB or from DNA networks, but not a single person from KSCA has been arrested till now. Obviously, they got a reprieve from the court as well yesterday after they filed a petition in the court. Before that as well, no, not a single person from the Karnataka State Cricket Body was arrested till now. Now coming to D.K. Shivkumar as well. D.K. Shivkumar is the same person who was there very much present inside the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, kissing the trophy, basically clicking selfies with the star players of the RCB, including Virat Kohli, and he's the same person after the incident happened as well. Unfortunate incident wherein 11 innocent lives were lost. He gave a clean sheet to the police personnel of Bengaluru, saying that police did their job very well. If police did their job very well, what was the need to suspend the Commissioner of Police of Karnataka? What was the need to suspend several other police officers as well? Action has been initiated till now against all the stakeholders related to this untoward incident.
Yes.
Be it RCB, be it DNA Networks, which was the event body, be it the ticket company, be it KSCA, but not a single action has been taken by the police against the Congress government in Karnataka.
Yes.
Whereas
so
the Deputy
Chief Minister
CM was
who's been blaming the crowd, saying that Chinnaswamy Stadium had a capacity of only 35,000, yet over 2 lakh people appeared. The Deputy CM giving a clean sheet earlier to his own police, then action being taken against the same police. The State Home Minister who had also visited the location. However, when it comes to questions there, that still continue to persist over when it comes to handling of the government of the investigation.